यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जन यमुनातीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री प्रहलाद नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय। श्री सीता गौर सुंदर की जय। पतित पावन प्रभुपाद की जय। Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva. श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महाराज की जय, श्री प्रहलाद नरसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, श्री निताई गौर सुंदर की जय, पतित पावन शिला प्रभुपाद की जय. Text number 32. We are studying from Gantra Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3rd, Chapter 26, text number 32. This chapter is entitled as Fundamental Principles of Material Nature. Narayanam namaskrityam naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udirayet nashtaprayesu abhadresu nityam bhagavat sevaya bhagavati uttamasloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya. Chapter number 26 and text 32. Tavasacha cha vikurvanat bhagavad virya choditat sabdamatram abhuta tasman नभः श्रोत्रं तु शब्दगम् तामसा च विकुर्वनाद् भगवद्वीर्यचोदितात् शब्दमात्र अभूतस्मान् नभः श्रोत्रं तु शब्दगाम् तामसा च विकुर्वनाद् भगवद्वीर्यचोदितात् शब्दमात्रम् अभूतस्मान् नभः श्रोत्रं tu sabdagam. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When egoism is in ignorance, is agitated by the sex energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the subtle element sound is manifested, and from sound come the ethereal sky and the sense of hearing. I repeat this. When the egoism in ignorance is agitated by the sex energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the subtle element sound is manifested, and from sound comes ethereal sky and the sense of hearing. Purport. It appears from this verse that all the objects of our sense gratification are the products of egoism in ignorance. It is understood from this verse that by agitation of the element of egoism in ignorance, the first thing produced was sound, which is the subtle form of ether. It is stated also in the Vedanta Sutra that sound is the origin of all objects of material possession, and by sound one can also dissolve this material existence. Anavritte Sabdat means liberation by sound. The entire material manifestation began from the sound, and sound can also end material entanglement if it has a particular potency. The particular sound capable of doing this is the transcendental vibration Hare Krishna. Our entanglement in the material affairs has begun from material sound. Now we must purify that sound in spiritual understanding. There is sound in the spiritual world also. If we approach that sound, then our spiritual life begins, and the other requirements for spiritual advancement can be supplied. We have to understand very clearly that sound is the beginning of the creation of all material objects for our sense gratification. Similarly, if sound is purified, our spiritual necessities also are produced from sound. Here it is said that from sound the ether became manifested, and that the air became manifested from ether. How the ethereal sky comes from sound, how the air comes from sky, and from fire comes from air will be explained later on. Sound is the cause of the sky, and the sky is the cause of Srotram, the ear. The ear is the first sense of receiving knowledge. One must give oral reception to any knowledge one wants to receive, either material or spiritual. Therefore, Srotram is very important. The Vedic knowledge is called Shruti. Knowledge has to be received by hearing. By hearing only can we have access to either material or spiritual enjoyment. In the material world, we manufacture many things for our material comfort simply by hearing. They are already there. But just by hearing, one can transform them. If you want to build a very high skyscraper, this does not mean that we have to create it. The materials for the skyscrapers, wood, metal, earth, etc., are already there. But we make our intimate relationship with those already created material elements by hearing how to utilize them. Modern economic advancement for creation is also a product of hearing. And similarly, one can create a favorable field of spiritual activities by hearing from the right source. Arjuna was gross materialist in the bodily conception of life and was suffering from the bodily concept very acutely. But simply by hearing, Arjuna became a spiritualized, Krishna conscious person. Hearing is very important, and that hearing is produced from the sky. By hearing only can we make proper use of that which already exists. The principle of hearing to properly utilized preconceived materials is applicable to spiritual paraphernalia as well. The principle of hearing to properly utilize preconceived materials is applicable to spiritual paraphernalia as well. We must hear from the proper spiritual source. Om Tat Sat Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yat Tamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Sri Chaitanyam Iswaram. I'll read few verses from the previous text to get into continuity. Yeah, text 23, 24 onwards. The material ego springs up from the Mahat Tattva, which evolved from the Lord's own energy. The material ego is endowed predominantly with active power of three kinds: good, passionate, and ignorant. It is from these three types of material ego that the mind, the sense of perceptions, the organ of action, and the gross elements evolve. The threefold Ahankara, the source of the gross elements, the senses, and the mind, is identical with them because it is their cause. It is known by the name of Sankarsana, who is directly Lord Ananta with 1,000 heads. The false ego is characterized as the doer, as an instrument, and as an effect. It is further characterized as serene, active, or dull, according to how it is influenced by the mode of goodness, passion, and ignorance. From the false ego of goodness, another transformation takes place. From this evolves the mind, whose thoughts and reflections give rise to desire. The mind of the living entity is known by the name of the Lord Aniruddha, the supreme ruler of the senses. He possesses a bluish black form resembling a lotus flower growing in the autumn. He is found slowly by the yogis. By transformation of the false ego in passion, intelligence takes birth, O virtuous lady. The functions of intelligence are to help in ascertaining the nature of objects when they come into view and help the senses. Text number 30. Doubt, misapprehension, correct apprehension, memory, and sleep, as determined by their different functions, are said to be the distinct characteristics of the intelligence. 31. Egoism in the mode of passion produces two kinds of senses: the sense of acquiring knowledge and the sense of action. The senses of action depends on the vital energy, and senses of acquiring knowledge depends on intelligence. Text 32. When egoism in ignorance is agitated by sex energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the subtle element sound is manifested, and from sound come the ethereal sky and the sense of hearing. Om Tat Sat. So this is the verse today we read this time. How the sound is produced. In this chapter, we are hearing about creation. So the Lord, from the Lord, everything comes out. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartati. Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, everything material or spiritual comes from me. So here it is described about material creation. Mostly we see material creation, uh, what we perceive is this gross creation, all around things, moving and non-moving objects. That's what we mostly perceive. But there is beyond this, there is a subtle elements, uh, which uh, we are not so much able to interface, but mostly what we are seeing is gross creation. Bhumi, Apo, Analo, Vayu, these five elements, things made of these five elements. And then slowly we also discover about subtle aspects of this by the various laws of material nature which is discovered, like laws of gravitation and many other such things. So this all is what we understand as creation. But it is more widely described in Srimad Bhagavatam, the wholesome picture of whole creation. There's 23 elements, 23 elements, uh, and then which includes all subtle and gross. It's like Krishna is telling in Bhagavad Gita, uh, these 8 elements, sky, air, fire, water, earth. These are 5 gross elements. Mind, intelligence, and ego. These are 3 subtle elements. This is what mostly uh, Prakriti Ashtadha, uh, material nature we see around us. Okay, so this is material creation, and how this creation takes place. There is a nicely explained Srimad Bhagavatam. We were just going through the previous text also, that the Lord uh, is how whole all different elements are created. In this verse particularly it is described that how uh, sound, and from sound all the rest of the elements will come, which will be described after this, how the sound has come. So uh, the Lord as Mahavishnu, plenary portion of the Lord, Yakarana Navajale Bhastisma Yoga Nidram Ananta Jagadanda Saroma Kupa. So the Lord is lying in a Karana ocean, cosmic ocean, and then from the Lord's exhalations, his hair hole, different universes are bubbling out, and this from this Mahavishnu, uh, actually creation is taking place. So it is described that Mahatattva. Mahatattva is uh, material elements in unmanifested form. This is all called Mahatattva or Pradhana. This from this Pradhana, uh, Mahatattva, the whole creation is taking place. It is described that Mahatattva uh, is transformed into false ego, and this false ego categorized according to presence of goodness, passion, and ignorance in 3 divisions. And it is described that how from these 3 different types of false egos, or false ego mixed with these 3 different modes, how different elements are one by one created. From Mahatattva, a false ego in mode of goodness, mind is produced. again we see this transformation is taking place. It does not happen automatically. This is happening because Lord is glancing over this material nature. The Lord's glance or the Lord will is the most important uh, function for this creation to take place. Otherwise, the whole material creation remains in unmanifested form. But when Lord desires so, let there be creation, and glances over this material nature, this creation takes place. So Mahatattva in mode of goodness by the desire or glance of the Lord produces the mind. We read last time the same mind which we all carrying, and then false ego mixed with passion, when it's glanced over by the Lord, produces intelligence. Same intelligence which we use every day for discriminate, for uh, decide, for analysis. This is described in previous verses, the 5 different functions of intelligence: sleep, also their doubt, comprehension, miscomprehensions, all that together. So this intelligence is produced by false ego interacting with mode of passion. Intelligence is produced, and along with intelligence also uh, knowledge acquiring senses and working senses, all these are produced. 10 senses. Knowledge acquiring senses, we know that ear, nose, eyes, touch, acquiring senses. Working senses means hand, legs, gentle, and anus. All these are working senses. So these all 10 senses intelligence is produced by the interactions of mode of passion with false ego by glancing over of the Lord, desire of the Lord, and is described here by interactions of false ego with mode of ignorance. uh, Sound is produced, and from this sound we'll see that all 5 gross elements will come. So this uh, sound is the first. In beginning it is created, and from this sound only all the rest of creation is taking place. What we are interacting now with world, mostly all gross elements, they are all produced from the sound. Therefore we see that the sages, by their power of mantra, they were able to do so many magical wonderful things. So this, from with this very sound, which is produced by the interactions of mode of ignorance with false ego, uh, uh, it is said the sound is transformed into ethereal sky. Okay. And from this sky will be described that slowly, one by one, different object of senses and 5 elements. 5 elements: bhumi, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, ethereal sky. There are 5 elements, and then 5 object of senses: uh, form, taste, touch, taste. All these things, 5 object of senses, are uh, produced from this interaction. So we see this sound, which we are normally hear. This material sound is actually is a material creation, but there is a sound in spiritual world, the name of the holy name of the Lord. Hmm? That is not a material creation. That is spiritual. It's like during all this creation, all these 23 elements of creations, This various whole material creation. Throughout, along with this, the spirit soul always is present, is embedded in these material elements. Spirit soul is not created. We are all spiritual, Sachidananda, Atma. So similarly, uh, this material sound is is created, but the spiritual sound, holy name of the Lord, for example, is already present there in the spiritual world. Golokera Premadhana Hari Nam Sankirtana. It's already there in the spiritual world. So this is difference between material sound and spiritual sound. Spiritual material sound is comes during the creation, but the spiritual sound then is always present. The name of the Lord and the Lord is non-different. Here we see the ordinary, for any ordinary object. Object is different from its name. It's like I see Kartal. So my saying the sound Kartal is different from the Kartal here. But in uh, spiritual world, the name and the object both are identical. The name of the Lord and the Lord is identical. It's spiritual. It's called transcendental. For us, because we are so much conditioned, it's immediately very difficult for us to relate. But that's how it is explained in the Shastras and by pure devotees. Both of them are identical. The name and the Lord, both is identical. But we have been so much conditioned with three modes and all these experiences that immediately for us we will not be able to understand this. As soon as Gajendra calls the name of the Lord, immediately the Lord is present. So you see that how the name is non-different. Sincerely call for the Lord, the holy name. The Lord immediately is present there. So, uh, so here uh, the sound vibration is becomes the cause of uh, uh, all these different elements. And uh, if we chant, the Prabhupada is explaining, and if we chant this spiritual sound vibration, that is also become a cause of our freedom from this bondage. Like uh, a child when takes birth, and then he goes to school, and he learns so many things, so many different types of things by inquiring and hearing, and in this way get the experience around. This is how this things is like this things is like this things is like this. So uh, 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 so when we hear more and more about uh, uh, topics of sense gratification, uh, then we become more and more entangled in this material world. We become more and more desirous to exploit this material nature, desirous to have more and more sense gratification, and we become more and more conditioned, deeply conditioned in this material world. That's how the living entities we are stuck here. Those Sri Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Maharani ki, Sri Nitai Gaur Sundar ki jai. Srimad Bhagavatam is also described that uh, the sages whose mind is purified uh, by dwelling in the transcendental subject matter are compared with Paramhamsas, like swan, whose only interest to hear the topics which is glorifying the Lord. And there is another bird in this material world. There are people who are compared with this crows, who only take interest into garbage. Wherever there is some left out, where is some dead body, garbage, crows will go and assemble there, and they will have feast there. So there are class of people who will take interest into all this garbage material, uh, sense gratificatory business. Chewing the chewed already is been done so many lifetimes, and we have already tired with doing with this. We have not experienced this. Is chewing the chewed. We didn't get any taste, so we spit it out. And then again the other person tries that, chewing the chewed. Let me try, I may get something. So this is how the people who are like crow mind, they take pleasure in all the hearing about all the matters of sense gratification. So this hearing sound of sense gratification binds us more and more in this material world. But when we hear about uh, transcendental glories of the Lord, they are all spiritual sound vibrations, that then we become purified. Our conditioning is removed. We have become conditioned by hearing material sounds, and we become free from this conditioning by hearing spiritual sound. So this is the science actually. We are deeply thinking that we are the body. uh, Throughout, we see from morning to night, all over 24 hours, we just relate ourselves and world around us, interface with the world, thinking I and mine, aham mameti, is I and mine. So deep conditioning is there. Um, Even we practice spiritual life, we see that uh, most of time we are thinking on material platform. Therefore, Prabhupada in his lectures always will say, your spirit soul, your spirit soul. Whenever we hear your spirit soul, we feel it fresh, because it awakens us from this material consciousness that I am Atma, I am soul. And therefore it remains always instructive. Soul, Atma. Uh, so we are remaining conditioned uh, in this material, at this material platform, uh, because we are associating with material sound most of time. When we associate with material sound, then we see we remain conditioned. But if we associate with the spiritual sound, there is difference. Material sound, we saw this is created, but spiritual sound is Satchidananda. It's always there. It is non-different from the Lord. When we associate with that, then our material conditioning is removed. It's like I keep reminding every time, you are not the body, you are the soul. You are not the body, you are the soul. So slowly we'll see that we'll come on this platform of the soul. Okay. So similarly, uh, uh, in more powerful and refined way, when we chant the holy name of the Lord, Hare Krishna, our material conditioning, all thinking, deep thinking that I am the body, I mean to exploit this material world, I mean to enjoy this, actually is removed. That covering is removed. And we start thinking, I am not the body, I am soul, I am Atma, and my constitutional position is to serve the Supreme Lord. That's how I can become happy. I can never become happy by exploiting this material nature. I can never be happy by sense gratification. I can only become happy when I try to serve the senses of the Lord. That's how uh, uh, I am being designed. So I position is to serve the Lord. So when we chant the holy name of the Lord, when we study Srimad Bhagavatam, then we see that our conditioning is removed. Automatically it happens. There is a process, but it happens to us automatically. All desires for sense gratification is removed because the desire is from false ego. False ego that I am the body. Okay, we see that this false ego, I am the body, interacting with mode of goodness is producing mind which is desire making machine. Okay, so when this false ego is removed, then this desire is also separated. So this false ego is removed when we associate with spiritual sound. This whole material body is created from this sound only. This all gross body is created from this sound. But uh, when we associate with the spiritual sound, so this gross identification with this material body is removed. Okay. So this is this what Prabhupada is explaining here, that uh, uh, we should hear uh, from authorized Srotriyam. We should Shruti. Vedic scriptures are called Shruti. We should is hear them from the authorized person, and when we hear them from the authorized person, it has an effect. Uh, how it has an effect? Maharaj told this story that there was one king, and you know, in Vedic times, there are four orders: Varnashrama, Brahmana, Vaishya, Kshatriya. So Brahmana has got lot of spiritual powers. So this spiritual power is manifested why by chanting the mantra. We saw that how the sound, uh, we just take it, lightly, or just mythologically, that how this mantra can do so many wonderful things. But from this mantra only, sound only, all the creations is even taking place. So this Brahmana, they are really powerful. By chanting mantra, they were able to do many things. So this Kshatriya king was very astonished. Why this Brahmanas only they are chanting them? They are allowed to chant the mantra, or they can chant mantra. Why can't I chant the mantra? And no, I can also be powerful. So he called his Brahmana ministers. Actually, Brahmanas were appointed as ministers in the king, so to give one good advice to rule over the kingdom. So he asked his minister, prime minister, what is this? You are only allowed to chant mantras, and we are not allowed to chant. Why it is there so much discrimination? Of course, naturally it becomes very natural questions at modern time. Why the only Brahmanas they chant? Everyone will chant. Why only Brahmana put thread? Everyone should put thread. Okay. So there is no difference actually nowadays, because Kalau Suddha Sambhava. Uh, so this king asked this question to his minister, and then minister kept quiet, and started looking at the king. And then suddenly he started yelling and shouting, and there was so many police soldiers were standing in the court. It was king, no, surrounded by all his soldiers, and then started sounding, catch him, tie him up, put him into jail. This minister, prime minister, is shouting and ordering all these soldiers to capture the king. And this all the soldiers, no, they did not even show any difference in their face. Nothing, no movement from them happened. They were just standing there with whatever positions they were there. They did not even reacted. And who is saying this? Prime Minister is telling. Is telling to capture the king, but not even one soldier moved. And seeing this audacity of the prime minister, the king really became very angry. What is this nonsense? Huh? What he is doing? Then he immediately, shouted, you know, catch him. And as soon as the king said, catch him, immediately all the soldiers got into the action, and they immediately caught hold of the minister and tied him up. And then minister then immediately replied, see, my lord, you know, when I, said the same thing to catch you, nothing happened. Hmm? But when you said to catch, so immediately all these soldiers got into action and caught me. Hmm? This is because you are the authority on these soldiers. As soon as you say, they got into action. So similarly, uh, Brahmanas, they have been given the authority to chant these Vedic mantras, and therefore this mantras has an effect. Ordinarily, if it's chanted, it has no effect. No, you chant, there won't be effect. As much as I ordered to catch you, the soldiers, nothing happened. So this king was able to immediately realize, yes, yes. It is not only just externally pronouncing things, it has got that authorization, and that authorization comes when one is earned that authorizations by keeping them in mode of goodness, following the guru, spiritual master, and then spiritual master sees the person is qualified, and uh, as the instructions from the Chaitya group, the Paramatma, he empowers that person to be a Brahmana, and that Brahmana's words now then takes effect. This is the whole system. We externally we see that why is chanting, how this is happening, we won't be understanding. Similarly, when we hear from the bona fide person, when we hear from the bona fide person, we'll get the real knowledge, we'll get the real understanding. And when we hear from them, then our reconditioning takes place. Our false ego starts dissolving, and we become pure. We get situated in a spiritual platform. See this, therefore when Prabhupada went in Tompkins Square Park and chanted Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it brought a revolution in whole world. This Hare Krishna movement came out from that chanting from in the park from Srila Prabhupada. So that was a pure chanting by a pure devotee of the Lord, has so much tremendous effect on the consciousness of ordinary living entities. मंत्रा श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताय गौर सुंदर की जय।